welcome everyone to this series called Metal Made in Mexico, where we're going to be talking with some of the best bands our country has to offer, and that they are all export material, and you know it. Now, for this episode, I'm going to be talking with Antonio Guerrero, the drummer from the amazing band Anima Tempo, which, by the way, is the one that I have seen the most times live. I've been lucky to see them 16 times. So, welcome, Toño. How are you doing?
Hey everyone, thank you Armando for the introduction. Thank you for everyone who is watching this interview. Greetings from Mexico City. Um, we are well, we are chosen for you to be the band that you have seen most times. We are very delighted. Thank you very much.
For those that don't know about Anima Tempo or just know you by your music, please tell us a brief story of the band, like when you started and all the recordings you have, including the one that you were doing last week, the music video for. Please let us know just like a quick roundup of the history of Anima Tempo.
Sure. Anima Tempo is a Mexican band. Well, we're based in Mexico City. Uh, we are 10-year old and 10-year-old band. So yeah, we've been around for a while. And I think that the special thing about our music is the combination, the mixture of genres that we try to do. As we are a progressive metal band, we try to mix some elements of um, death metal, of gent, of even world music, ethnic music, orchestral music. So this blending of instruments and sounds and styles, yeah, I think that is the thing that makes our music so special. We have one CD which is called Cage Memories, was released in 2016, and since then we've been touring our asses around the world, Asia and Europe, here in Mexico, around the country, and some Central American countries, and we have new music coming. Yeah, as you said, we actually the last weekend we recorded our next single, which is called the Infinite Eye. So this will be part of our second uh, album, which will be released this year. Yeah, we have plans to tour Europe and Mexico and Japan for this year, but the situation uh, uh, didn't allow us to. But yeah, we're preparing some new music, and it's great. I mean, it's a great time for us right now.
Perfect. Now, you went into it a little, but how would you describe the band's sound?
I will describe like a progressive, for the progressive metal fans, you will like, yeah, because there is a lot of prog, there is a lot of metal, also the orchestral and cinematic aspect of the music is very important here, because we try to do our songs as a history, as a try to be cinematic, and blending different styles and even genres, like um, even electronic music, yeah, ethnic music. So yeah, it's an interesting mixture about different sounds, and the death metal element. It's also very important, as we have two types of vocals, the cleans and the growls. So yeah, it's really interesting that the way these elements are blended in our music.
How would you describe your personal sound as a drummer? And in here, you can talk about your personal preference of drums, or the wood of the drums, or the cymbals, or just the style you like to play? How do you describe it?
Well, for those who don't know me pretty much, I also play the guitar, and I like kind of sing and songwrite, but that that has uh, um, changed my sound through the years. So at the beginning, I was like, the typical prog metal drummer who is always filling everything with feels and chops, etc. But then I started to um, to better respect and do musically what the music and the songs demand. Yeah, so my style in Anima Tempo, I would say that it's a mixture of a lot of energy. Yeah, I'm a very energetic drummer who likes to in a way like uh, do a show. Yeah, even though I am sitting most of times, I try to interact with people, and my playing is pretty energetic as the music is very energetic and heavy. But also I try to be very delicate and use some nuances where the songs demand. Right, it's not everything, power and hitting hard. Right, also the prog and the music and some tricky parts, intricate parts need not that much power and energy, more accuracy and definition. So I think that will be my style to be to have a lot of definition and technique in the detailed parts, and also energy in the ones that require. And talking about drums, I've played tama drums for almost all my life, and which I think are the best drums for me, as they are they have a very wide range of drums for particular genres. Yeah, you can use maybe some drums for the very heavy metal and death parts, and other ones that can apply to other types of genres. So yeah, they're great. And cymbals, I've played Sabian cymbals for a long time as well, and drum heads, Remo drum heads. That's the ones I've been using, and yeah, that's they have perfectly fit my style, right? And yeah, that's pretty much what I'm using.
Let's go into a part where we get to know you a little more as a person, and your influence and where you come from. So we're going to start with 5 records that have been very influential to you, but more importantly than the records is why they are influential to you.
Okay.
So shoot.
Okay, 5 records. The first one I would say that was for the first part of my life, which was thanks to my father, who is a big Beatles fan, as I am. So I would say that Abbey Road was one of the most influential records. Is one of the most influential records in my life, because um, I think it's a beautiful record. It has all types of of rock and music, and also all the orchestral parts and the melodies and acoustic guitars. Is very diverse. So I love that record, and has important. I mean, through the songs remind parts of my life, of my childhood, my when I was a teenager. So yeah, that record was the one that started, like, catch my taste and my love to music. Yeah. Another one would be when I really got into playing. I was in the secondary. Yeah, the first grade of the secondary, and uh, uh, someone tuned my cousin, I don't remember, images and words from Dream Theater, and I was coming from Guns N' Roses and and Rammstein, and I really didn't start with the metal like most of people, with Metallica and Slayer and Megadeth. I went straight to the prog, so that blew my mind immediately. Yeah, so yeah, Images and Words is one of the my favorite records all the time, and it's a very virtuoso record, and everything about it was really crazy at that time, so really catch my attention. Yeah, and then also talking about progressive music, the Odyssey from Symphony X was another one that really stunned me, because that song, 27 minutes song, it was a lot to digest for my mind, for my ears. The structure, the melodies, everything about that record was mind blowing. um and I think that the most influential records of my life uh were or are progressive music. Well, the Beatles not that much, yeah, but the other ones, yes. Okay, and Octavarium from Dream Theater also was another one that really was influential, because that record showed me that you can be progressive and be innovative at the same time, and even go back to your roots and do whatever you want without betraying yourself, as changing the style or the genre. I think is one of the most diverse albums in the progressive metal, music, and I really like that they took that risk to maybe include even a rock pop song, and it sounded great, right? So for me, that was another like breakthrough. And the last one I would say, it's a progressive rock instrumental band. It's not very famous. They are called the Osric Tentacles. They are from England. They play like psychedelic space rock, and they are a legend. Really, they're a legend. And they have like 30 albums or something like that, something crazy. And there is one particular where the one which I met them, which is called the Jum Jum Tree. It was like, again, it was like when I heard Images and Words, just blew my mind, because everything that was involved in the music, in the songwriting, and the synthesis, and but now in the electronic way. Yeah, the space and the electronic was something very nice and something new. So I would say those are my five records.
Great. Now let's go with one record that is a guilty pleasure that most people wouldn't think you like.
I think there are no guilty pleasures, yeah, just for the record. But maybe I wouldn't say a record. I would say maybe songs or genres. I When I was maybe more than 10 years ago, I was a really anime fan. So all the anime music really was an influence for me, and I really love that. Right, even the J-pop, the J-rock, really liked. I really heard that a lot, and yeah, that could be my guilty pleasure. Also, I even went to a concert. It was one of the last concerts I went. The It was last year. Yeah, it was last year. The Backstreet Boys. I went with my wife because she's a big fan, and I like them too. Yeah, some songs are great, and they just you know, uh, uh, that will be like my guilty pleasure.
Okay. Now, Which three bands would you think have the best live show?
Okay, that's a difficult question and a sad question because there are many bands that you are a very big fan, and when the time comes to see a show, you are very excited, and then you end up very disappointed because they just play and they don't interact with people, and they just made like live DVD, right? So in this case, I think the three ones that I really I really loved live was Symphony X. Symphony X. The last time they went here, they came here to Mexico. The show was amazing. Interaction with the people, amazing. It was really a show. Yeah. Also, when I saw Nickelback, yeah, this band that is really that a lot of people hate this band. I don't know why. I really didn't know. Maybe just only I just knew two songs because I went with my wife. But the show was so nice, really. I was so it was so fun. They were drinking tequila and chatting. It was like if it was in a club, right? And it was in a big stadium. So that really I really loved that. Yeah, that they really interact with people. And the other one will be the Aussies of Voyager, which I've checked them three times, one in Mexico and two in Europe, where we interact, where we played in the same festivals. And yeah, the vibe was so great. They are so great. They are having fun and they're interacting, and the energy in the stage is it's incredible.
Great. Now, recommend us three movies.
Three movies. Okay. One of my favorite movies is a French movie called The Untouchables. Yeah, it's a very nice movie about a handicapped man and a person who takes care of him. And it's like a comedy and drama. Yeah, but I really love that movie. Another one, it's a sci-fi movie called Cloud Atlas. It's a really strange movie, but I really love the main topic about this is about that the humans are interconnected through time and space, yeah, and even in ages. So it's really interesting. It's really long, so you need to prepare. And the other one is a very old movie. It's a French movie as well, which is called La Belle Verte, or the Green Planet. And it's it's a strange movie, but I really like a lot because it's like a really how can I say it? It's like they are criticizing the way the humans live. Yeah, taking the example of an extraterrestrial, which is a person that comes from another planet, and they are so advanced that they don't need anything that we need, right? They don't have TVs, they live like hippies, right? And through the history, they are showing how how sometimes wrong the humans are living. Yeah, so it's like they criticize a lot the way we live and our beliefs. So yeah, I like that pretty much.
Now, let's go into the international experience you have. First, which countries have you played in?
Okay. Well, we've played in different countries, as I mentioned. In Mexico, yeah, in most part of Mexico, fortunately, and also in Central America, in Costa Rica, we've been there, I think, twice. Yeah. In Europe, we've been there a couple of times and played in the Netherlands, Germany a couple of times, France as well. in Czech Republic, in Poland, and Hungary, Italy, and that's talking about Europe. And we've been there to Japan a few times as well. We've played in around Tokyo and Osaka, which is a province from is the second biggest city in Japan. So yeah, we've been there a couple of times and it's been great. Yeah, it's been great, and we've made many friends and met astonishing bands and projects over there. So yeah, that's the places we've been.
In which countries do you have the most fans?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that, but I would say that in Mexico, yeah. But also, I know from a fact that we've got many listeners, yeah, in the U.S., which is a country that we've never visited, but of course, we are really into playing there. We haven't had a chance, but I know from a fact that we have many listeners there, also in Japan and in Germany.
Okay. And how do you interact with all the fans you have over the world?
Well, as as we can, right? Of course, social media, the Facebook and the Instagram, these social media sites allow us to interact with them. Yeah, even even as I told you, we've made friends that are like real friends, that are close friends to us, and we chat maybe occasionally. So yeah, we interact with them through our social media pages, and also in our personal numbers. We talk, we chat. So yeah, it's like we interact with them like it was other people, because our fans, they become our friends. So that's something really nice.
Now, how does the technology help you widen that audience and reach people in other countries?
Well, of course, it's been a pretty helpful tool. Yeah, because maybe if we had this intention maybe 10 years ago, yeah, maybe we other this couldn't be possible, right? But the technologies, the social media, yeah, these tools have made many things possible, like applying to festivals in Europe and into to Japan. So I think the technology, yeah, has helped a lot the band, and of course all these new streaming and live session and the online festivals, virtual festivals, also have allowed us to now be present in other countries, like Argentina, for example, where we have a few participations in some festivals. These online festivals allow our music to be there. So yeah, yeah. I mean, this is like pros and cons with the technology, but we have tried to use in the best way that we can.
Let's talk about Mexico's perception in the world. How is Mexican metal perceived in the countries you have been in?
Actually, this might sound a little bit disappointing, but people, at least in my experience, people from other countries that maybe not in America, but in Europe mainly, and Japan, they don't know that Mexican people produce metal, right? Actually, we are very exotic for them, as they say, a Mexican metal band. Metal is mariachi and tequila, so that's very disappointing, but it's also very encouraging for us, because we say, wow, yeah, you're telling me that you don't know anything about Mexico, nor even metal or rock. It's a big responsibility for us, because we are, like, the face of that, as we've reached those markets. So yeah, it's quite a responsibility, and we try to show that in Mexico there is worldwide quality about everything. Yeah, about metal, about pop, about jazz, about everything, right? So yeah, yeah, when we've asked about if they know any metal band that comes from Mexico, they don't know, because simply the perhaps those bands haven't reached those markets yet.
To continue with that, please tell me three Mexican bands that you think should be known all over the world.
Well, there are plenty. Yeah, uh, there are a few that I know they would have a very good reception in everywhere they go. Uh, there are some that have been in other countries, yeah, and they have performed in a great way, yeah. So yeah, maybe, I don't know, to name bands that haven't traveled there yet. I would say, maybe, I don't know, some of the emergent bands, right? Not like the ones that are very famous in Mexico, and they have had exposition in other countries. So yeah, this is like a tricky question, because I don't know if the bands that I am telling, they have been in other countries. But well, I don't know. There is a band that I really like. They are from Mexico City, yeah, and I know they have been in other countries, yeah, but perhaps only in America. Their name is Agora, yeah, and I know that they have the music quality that can be really. Uh, uh, they can have a good performance and reception in maybe Europe. Yeah. So so yeah, that depends on the country also. Yeah, because the bands they might travel to other countries, but depending the country. Yeah, because if you travel to America and to South America, yeah, maybe the reception is good because the language of your music is one. But maybe if you go to another country where they don't understand any any English, sorry, any Spanish, that will be something interesting, right? So I think that all the bands deserve to have exposition in other countries. In fact, I think that has to be mandatory. Yeah, if bands want to improve. Yeah, it's not like, yeah, I am waiting for a call to be hired in Japan or in France, because that won't happen. Yeah, you have to knock doors, you have to seek for the opportunities, apply for the festivals, and give it a go, give it a chance, right? That's the way I see the things, that's the way I see it is. So I think all of the bands should push themselves a little bit and try to get those venues, get those festivals, even though they need to invest a couple of times. I think that's a good investment, and a good experience, because it will help you to grow and to to like you said, to widen your audience. Okay, I said one agora. I There is also another band that really impressed me a lot. They are really young and they are prog as well. They are called Everlight. Yeah, I think they yeah, they are like the new blood, and they are doing it just great. And what else? There are many bands, many bands. I don't know, maybe um, if we talk about thrash metal, yeah, we can see these guys of the Strike Master. Yeah, I know that maybe they have been overseas. Yeah, but it's like a really cool um, band. Also, I don't know, these guys from the Legacy. We've been friends for a while, and they've been working the things in a way that they can be really they can really have a good perception in overseas. And yeah, I don't know.
You talked a little about this, but what would you recommend to the bands up and coming, or the ones that have been longer, to increase their international exposure?
Okay, well, I would recommend bands, yeah, to really care about the production, right? It's not like just I have a band and we're recording an average studio. It's quite a process, yeah, quite a process, and give the importance to that. Take your time. Don't just record or play just because you want to. Yeah, so take your time, rehearse a lot, and just go out and play. That I think that's the best advice I can give you, because playing, touring, yeah, it's the best way you can improve your sound, your logistics, because sometimes people think playing is your, to be like, a lot of people told me, man, you've been to many countries, wow, you should have a rockstar life, and they don't even know and imagine how hard has to be to get there and to become that real. It's not like just, you know I like I told you, I just sit and wait for everything to happen. Yeah, that doesn't work. So that's another advice that I would say to the young bands and not young bands, to really be down to earth with your feet in the ground, and make a plan, right? Where do you want to be listened? Yeah, what do you need to do? So yeah, there's a lot of things that maybe a band can achieve, because maybe the musicians are waiting instead of seeking. Yeah, so that's the advice I would
Sure.
tell.
And now we've reached the final segment of the interview. And what is the thing that makes you the most proud of your career?
Okay, well, there are a couple of ones that make me feel really proud. First of all, like uh completed and achieved my dreams, right? As a teenager, as a child, my dream was to to record an album, to play a concert, to tour, to play in other cities, in other countries. So I think that's the, the one thing I'm most proud, that I could achieve all of that in a short period of time, maybe 4 years, 5 years. So yeah, that I think like surrounds everything, like the experience of traveling, getting to know and have new friends, yeah, all the experiences in those countries, yeah, the experiences playing with super talented musicians and getting to know some of them, the musicians and bands that I've been fan, yeah, but now in the side of a musician, not meeting them as a fan, but as a musician and share stage with them and tour with them. So I think that's the thing that I am most proud about it.
Okay. And now, for all the people who sadly and are missing on having heard Anima Tempo, which song would you recommend to them as a starting point for the band?
Okay, well, I would say to wait for a couple of weeks and listen to our new single. I think it's one of the best songs that we've had. Yeah. Um, I think it's a song that uh, has all the elements of the band, and it's a really mature song at this point, yeah, because the music in Catching Memories, it was written and produced by only one portion of the band. Now in these new songs, yeah, Deceitful Idols, that was our previous single, and this one, we were able to interact more and to contribute more pieces of the puzzle. In this case, me, for example, I wrote the lyrics for the new single, yeah, and Deceitful Idols, yeah, I also wrote the lyrics with Jan. So yeah, this music I think is more complete. uh, of course, I recommend you to listen to Cage Memories, which is a great album. Yeah, my favorite song for that record, I would say to listen to. If you want to know what is Anima Tempo, I would say to listen to Deceitful Idols, yeah, or Art of Deception. Those are songs that really have everything about the band, yeah, all the aspects about our band, and of course stay tuned for our upcoming single and album and official video, yeah.
Okay. Now it's time to say goodbye. So, anything you want to say to everybody who's been watching the interview?
Just a big thank to stand my nonsense talking, and yeah, I invite you to check new bands, and if you like Anima Tempo, please visit our websites, yeah, our social media, Anima Tempo official, we're in YouTube, in Facebook, and Instagram, Twitter, yeah, and support the bands, yeah. We've been through really tough years, no, months, years, yeah, because there are no shows, there are no music. So if the bands are doing the extra mile, yeah, the extra effort, please support them, buy some merch, buy their music. If you have the chance to get the physical copies about the records, or the crowdfunding, support the bands, yeah, because we haven't stopped. Even though we haven't had shows, we haven't stopped playing, producing, live streaming. Yeah, so support your local bands and the music that you like, so that we can continue doing it. Yeah, that's the important thing. Yeah.
Well, thank you very much. And I would encourage everyone to also hear Toño's other band where he plays guitar in Lakesh. So please listen to them also. And if you want to know more about the Mexican metal scene, I invite you to check Moshpit's YouTube channel. We have basically recordings for over 1,000 Mexican bands. So Please check them out, and we'll see you next time. This is Metal Made in Mexico. Thank you very much, Toño.
Thank you.